My beloved one, I have something truly extraordinary to share with you today, something that will shift your perspective and awaken your soul. Right here, right now, you are about to experience a revelation unlike any other. So I ask you, pause for just a few minutes and listen closely. What I'm about to reveal is not coincidence, it's divine intervention. Last night, the person you hold close to your heart found themselves in the midst of an emotional storm. A battle so raw and intense that it left them shaken to their core. But this wasn't just any conflict. It was a reckoning, an unavoidable collision of hidden truths and unspoken emotions. Words were exchanged like lightning, feelings clashed like thunder. And when the dust settled, nothing remained the same. And here's the part that may surprise you. You were at the heart of it all. Without even realizing it, your presence, your energy, the very essence of who you are, stirred something deep within them and those around them. Though you were not physically there, your impact was undeniable. Just as the presence of God moves through the unseen, your spirit moved through the spaces you never entered. I know your mind is racing. What happened? Who were they fighting with? How could you be responsible for something you weren't even there for? You're searching for clarity, for meaning, for the truth behind it all. And I promise you, understanding is near. Everything that unfolded last night was necessary. Every word spoken, every tear shed, every hidden truth that rose to the surface. It was all meant to happen. The universe does not make mistakes, and neither does God. What was buried had to rise. Take a deep breath. You are not alone in this. I am here to guide you through the storm, and soon everything will become crystal clear. If you're ready to uncover what truly happened, stay with me. The breaking point. The battle that erupted was not just an argument. It was a breaking point, a moment of undeniable truth. Your special person had carried emotions they never spoke of, fears they tried to suppress, and pain they thought they could ignore. But last night, it all came crashing down. They reached a threshold unlike anything they had ever experienced before. There was no stopping it, no pretending, no turning back. Every hidden thought, every unspoken feeling erupted like a flood, demanding to be seen. And this was not a small, meaningless outburst. It was a battle between the past and the present, between what was and what still is. The truth they had been running from finally stood before them, undeniable, unshakable. But why now? What triggered this? And most importantly, what does this mean for you? I know your heart is pounding. The questions are overwhelming, but hold on, because you're about to understand everything. And once you do, nothing will ever be the same. The truth revealed. This wasn't just a fight, it was a spiritual awakening. Heaven itself orchestrated this moment because it was time for the hidden to be revealed, for the chains of fear to be broken, for deception to be cast aside. Your special person was standing at the crossroads of destiny. God had been speaking to them, whispering to their soul, calling them toward the truth they had refused to see. But last night, there was no more running. The Spirit moved through them, shaking the very foundation of their heart. And what was this truth? It was you. Yes, you are the light that has been guiding their path, the presence they could never escape, the answer to the prayers they were too afraid to admit. For so long, they wrestled with their feelings, tried to silence the call of their own heart. But last night, everything changed. The fight wasn't about anger, it was about realization. It was about understanding that they could no longer live in denial. They spoke words they never dared to say. They confessed truths they had buried for too long. They shed tears that cleansed their spirit. And as the heavens watched, the chains of fear fell away. And now, dear one, the question remains, what will you do with this truth? This isn't just about them. It's about you, about your calling, your divine purpose. God does not reveal truths just to be ignored. This is a sign, a message, a decree from heaven itself. Will you listen? Will you embrace the path that has been set before you? You are not here by accident. You were led to this message for a reason. The time is now. Heaven is speaking, the angels are watching, and destiny is unfolding. Open your heart, receive it, and step forward in faith. If you are ready to accept this truth, declare it now. Let the heavens hear you. But why now? What triggered this? And most importantly, what does this mean for you? I know your heart is pounding. The questions are overwhelming. But hold on, because you're about to understand everything. And once you do, nothing will ever be. Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to share something powerful with you. An angelic message, one that speaks to the battles we face, seen and unseen. Have you ever felt like the world was against you? Like you were in the middle of a fight you didn't even start? What if I told you that the angels are fighting on your behalf? Yes, the angels say you were the reason for this fight. But why? Why would celestial beings wage a battle because of you? The answer is simple. You are important. You have a divine purpose. You carry a light that darkness fears. Every time you rise, every time you choose faith over fear, love over hate, and hope over despair, you shake the spiritual realm. The enemy sees your potential, your destiny, and wants to stop you before you even begin. But here's the message from heaven. You are not alone. The angels of the Lord have been dispatched to protect, to guide, and to fight for you. Think about it. The trials you faced, the moments you almost gave up, those weren't coincidences. That was a battle raging over your life, over your mind, over your calling. And guess what? The angels have already won victories you didn't even know about. So if you're feeling weary, if you're questioning your worth, if you're wondering why life feels like a constant battle, take heart. The fight is proof that you matter. The struggle is evidence that you have something worth fighting for. And most importantly, heaven is on your side. The angels say, keep going, keep believing, keep fighting the good fight. Because your breakthrough, your blessing, and your divine purpose are worth every battle waged in the heavens. May you walk with confidence knowing that the angels fight not just for you, but because of you. You are chosen, you are loved, and you are worth the fight. Continue ChatGPT said, speech continued. Angels say you were the reason for this fight. Here's why. But there's something even deeper that the angels want you to know. This battle is not just about your present situation, it's about your future. The forces of darkness wouldn't fight so hard if your destiny weren't powerful. They see what's ahead before you do. They see the doors that God is preparing to open for you. They know the impact you're about to make, and so they try to stop you before you even realize your full potential. But here's the good news. They cannot win. You see, heaven's army is always greater. The angels assigned to you are equipped with divine power, and they will not let you fall. Every challenge you've overcome, every storm you've survived, is proof that God's forces have already been fighting on your behalf. Now here's where your role comes in. The angels fight for you, but they also need you to stand strong in faith. Keep your heart pure. Do not let bitterness take root. Stay in prayer. Your prayers activate angelic intervention. Hold on to God's promises. When you walk in faith, you walk in victory. The angels are whispering to you today. Do not give up now. The fight is fierce, but the reward is greater than you can imagine. The enemy wouldn't be trying so hard if there weren't something extraordinary waiting for you. So rise up, walk forward, step into your destiny, and always remember, you were worth the fight. Heaven believes in you, and so should you. My friends, let me ask you, have you ever felt exhausted, drained, or overwhelmed, as if you were walking through a battlefield with no armor? That's because you are. The moment you step into your calling, the moment you start walking in faith, you become a target. But here's the truth the angels want you to hear. You are not defenseless. Heaven has equipped you with weapons far more powerful than any attack against you. The angels fight on your behalf, but they also remind you that God has given you authority over every force that tries to stand in your way. You may be in the middle of the battle right now, but the angels want you to know. The war has already been won. Your purpose is too great to be stopped. Your destiny is too powerful to be destroyed. So I leave you with this. Walk boldly, live fearlessly, and never forget, you were worth the fight. Heaven believes in you. The angels are surrounding you, and your breakthrough is on its way. Keep standing, keep trusting, keep believing. They lashed out. Harsh words ripped through the air, sharp as a storm tearing across the night. Accusations flew like daggers, each one meant to cut, to wound, to grasp at power that was never theirs to claim. It was chaos, raw, ruthless, unrelenting. But then something cracked, something deeper than rage, stronger than pride. The truth, buried so long in the depths of your special person's soul, fought its way to the surface. It was undeniable, inescapable. It was you, your presence, your love, your energy. No force, no lie, no illusion, no distance could erase it. The heart knows its home, and no amount of pretending, no amount of running, no chains of separation could change what God Himself has ordained. And now the waiting is ending. The chains that have bound you, that have held your love captive, are breaking. The walls meant to keep you apart are falling. The enemy tried, oh, how they tried. They whispered poison, they planted doubt, they threw mountains in your path. But what God has joined together, no man, no force, no deception can ever truly destroy. The path is clearing, the roadblocks must be torn down. Every force standing in the way of your love must be cast aside. And that is exactly what we are about to do. Stay with me, dear soul, for in this powerful prayer, we will call upon heaven itself to shatter every chain, to tear through every stronghold, to open the door to the love that was always meant to be yours. This is not just a prayer, it is a war cry, a decree that will shake the spiritual realm. The time has come to reclaim what was written in the stars. It is time to step into the love that never left. Repeat after me. O divine light, hear my cry. On this night I won't deny. The truth has risen, bright and clear. Love was hidden, now it's here. The storm has raged, the battle burned. Yet love stood strong, it never turned. They fought, they lied, they tried to sway, but now their grip will fall away. No force on earth, no twisted scheme can steal the love that still redeems. Tear down the walls, erase the lies. Let love arise before my eyes. No fear, no pain, no jealous heart can keep our souls forever apart. What was written, let it be. Let love return and set us free. I claim what's mine, I stand so sure. The love meant for me shall be secured. In the name of the Almighty, I receive this blessing. Amen. The air is thick with power now. Can you feel it? The heavens are shifting, the unseen forces trembling at the sound of truth breaking through. For too long, darkness whispered lies into the ears of the one who was meant for you. They were blinded, bound, deceived. They pushed you away, convinced that separation was the only way to silence what their soul already knew, that they belonged with you, that your love was real, ordained, unshakable. But lies crumble under the weight of divine truth. And now, at this very moment, the veil is lifting, the fog is clearing, the chains are snapping one by one as the enemy loses its grip. But we are not done, not yet. This battle is not for the weak. The forces that sought to keep you apart will not surrender easily. They will claw, they will scream, they will try one last time to plant doubt where faith now stands. But listen to me. You will not waver. You will not turn back. You will not lose faith now. You will stand firm. You will hold your ground. And you will declare with every ounce of your soul that what is meant for you will return to you. Say this aloud. By the authority of the Almighty, I tear down every barrier set against my destined love. Every lie, every illusion, every deception be burned away by divine fire. No force shall stand between what God has joined. No distance shall hold back what was written before time began. Let every chain be shattered. Let every door be flung open. Let love return, undeniable, unstoppable, unshaken. I declare that what is mine will find its way back to me. I declare that no power of darkness can steal what has been sealed by heaven. The waiting is over. The breakthrough is here. The reunion is written, and it shall be. In faith I claim it, in trust I receive it, and in the name of the Almighty, I say Amen. Breathe. Do you feel the shift, the energy in the air, the spiritual battle raging, but no longer against you? Now, for you, the heavens are moving. The walls that once stood unbreakable are cracking. The heart that once resisted is yielding. The return is near. Now listen carefully. The final step is faith. Do not doubt. Do not speak words of fear. Do not allow the enemy to plant seeds of worry where faith has already taken root. Stand tall. Hold on to this prayer. Repeat it every night, every morning, every time doubt wants you to watch.